y'all, what is up? It is Marissa Nicole and welcome back to my drifting desk where I help you conquer college. Today I wanted to give you some tips on what you should and should not be doing inside of the library because, you know, the end of midterm season is coming around, final season is coming around, and I've been spending a lot of time in the library and I've picked up on a few things that people keep doing that really grinds my gears. So I'm just putting on a PSA for all of you who may or may not know what you should and should not be doing in the library. First off, let's just, define a library. That's somewhere that you go to be quiet and to get your work done or homework or assignments, etc. With that definition being said, here's what you shouldn't be doing in a quiet library. 1. Do not eat crunchy foods in the library. I do not want to hear you in the library. Obviously, it's loud. Don't do it. So that means don't eat carrots, don't eat celery, do not eat chips, do not eat pretzels. You get where I'm going? 2, do not eat something with loud wrappers. I do not want to hear you opening up something every time or in a bag of chips and you have to reach in every time, and every time you reach in it goes I just went to Target, so I don't want to hear when you're in the library. So if you are going to bring food, bring something that's not in a bag, not in a wrapper, that's not going to be loud, that's not going to crunch. Also, whenever you do find that nice library approved food, eat it with your mouth closed. It's disgusting and I don't want to see your food. I know I didn't want to hear it, but I also don't want to see it, okay? It should just go in and down. And again, once you found an appropriate library food, it also should not be smelly. So please do not bring in your sauerkraut, cabbage, and your lo mein from last night. You guys know what's smelly and what's not smelly. Do not bring in something that's smelly. It's just gross. You're going to distract me. Again, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to smell it. Any of my senses, I don't want it. Going away from food, the next thing that you should not be doing is this. Do not just sit there and tap and click your pen while you're working, because it might be something that helps you focus, but it does not help anybody else focus. I know we said move away from food, but I want to touch on drinks. This has happened so many times and I just don't get it. Do not slurp your drink once it's gone, okay? It's gone. Do not try to get the rest of it at the bottom. Don't try to drink the melted ice as it melts throughout the day. No, it's gone. Throw it away. You're not going to get any more out of it, and it is so annoying for me to hear you try to slurp your drinks. With it being midterms and final seasons, people tend to not take care of themselves, which means you're probably sick right now, as most of my people in my sorority house is. However, when you go to the library, I do not want to hear that you are sick. So you should not be going every 3 seconds, and you shouldn't be coughing every 3 seconds. So remember with our definition from the beginning when I said it was a quiet place for you to do your homework, this is not a place for you to socialize with your friends. So do not come to the library with 6 of your friends who you're going to talk with and discuss with and share memes with and laugh with and listen to this song with and watch this show with. Like, that's not what the library is for. Of course, come to the library with your friends. Like, that's fine. It helps you stay accountable. It helps you get your work done. Do it. I don't care. Bring your friends, but be quiet. With that being said, if you are bringing friends to work on like a group project or something, the library probably is not the best place to do it, because to do a group project, you're gonna have to talk. Unless you're getting like a study room that we have on campus here at Ohio State, you can go to Thompson Library or 18th Avenue Library and reserve like a study room for you and your group. Do that. But don't sit in the common areas of the library talking with your group on your group project, because nobody cares about your group project and I don't want to hear you. So even if you're not with friends or with your group project people, if you're by yourself and you happen to be taking a study break, I'm all for that. Please, you don't need to be studying for 6 hours straight. Like, take intervals, watch a funny video, sleep, do something, whatever. But if you're watching a video, I know you're gonna laugh and I know you're gonna snicker, especially if you're watching like The Office or something that's funny, but try not to actually like laugh out loud, because again, it's just distracting. You're trying to be courteous and respectful to other people, so you can laugh to yourself, you can do a little, but please do not be like no, we don't need all of that, okay? So just a nice little like, that's fine, but try not to laugh out loud because it's just distracting. Do not be that person that's like sitting across from me at a table and then you're like, oh, can you watch my stuff real fast? I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Because I'm gonna say yes, that's fine. 1, why would you trust a random stranger to watch your things from strangers who might steal your stuff? That doesn't make sense, but whatever. If you're gonna do it, do it. But please don't be gone for like an hour or 2, because what if I have to go somewhere and I'm like, well, I don't want to leave their stuff, because ultimately it's not my stuff and I'm gonna leave anyways. But also, some people might just feel guilty enough to stay and wait, but they might have somewhere to go. So literally, if you're gonna be right back, like be right back. Go to the bathroom for like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and come back. People have gone and not come back for hours, and I'm like, do you not need your things? Like, why did you just leave them with me? Since finals and midterms and stuff are heating up, more people are gonna be going to the library, so there's gonna be limited space for everybody, because everybody's gonna be trying to be in there. With that being said, do not take up more space than you need. Do not sit at a seat and then have your book bag in the next seat, and then your book's over here on the next seat, and you're taking up 3 seats when 2 people could come and sit next to you. But if you do go and sit next to someone, please do not invade their personal space. Like, they're allowing you to sit there, so they're not leaving their book bag there. They're allowing people to sit near them, but that doesn't mean that you should have your book open in their area or your laptop in this person's area. Like, keep it in front of you, keep it in your area, and be respectful of other people. Also, don't take up space that you're not actually using. So I know that space is going to be limited. If the only seat left is like a computer seat with a computer there and you don't really need a computer, try not to sit there, because what if the next person that walks in is actually coming to use a computer and you're sitting there just reading? Like, you can read anywhere. Go to another library, go try a different floor, try to find another seat, something, because somebody else might need to actually use that computer. So try not to take up space that you're actually not using. headphones. I am not one of these people, but I know that there are tons of them out there, so like that's fine. But if you like to listen to music while you study, read, or do your homework or anything like that, listen to them in your headphones at a low volume. Like, it shouldn't be blaring. I shouldn't hear them through your headphones. You're gonna go deaf. The last point that I'm going to make, like I said before, you are more than welcome to take a study break, you know, sleep, eat a snack, watch a funny video, whatever. But if you are gonna go to sleep, again, do not sleep for hours. Like, I shouldn't be seeing you asleep on the table with your head down for 3 hours because somebody else needs to use that space. Go home and actually take a nap if you're gonna take like a long nap, or if you're going to go to bed, go home. If you're going to take a little power nap, that is fine. But be aware of what kind of sleeper you are, because I don't want to hear you snore. Again, that's just disrespectful and distracting, and you're in a library. Also, just as this is something funny that's at Ohio State, there's an Instagram page. It's at Thompson KOs. So basically, these people go around, and I'm sure people submit pictures as well. Basically, they just post pictures of people sleeping in Thompson Library, and it's funny, but I'm sure it's embarrassing for the people that are on it. They're so funny. So just be aware that people might snap you, might take pictures of you, and might submit them to a Twitter profile that's gonna post you for the whole internet to see if you fall asleep at Thompson. I hope you enjoyed my little PSA for midterms and final seasons coming around on what you should not be doing at the library. If you have anything else that just, you know, grinds your gears that people do in the library, let me know down below. We'll make a huge list so everybody can be well informed of what not to do at the library. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.